Hey Archivers fans, today I have a really great technique to share with you using border punches. All you'll need is your favorite border punch, some cardstock or pattern paper, glue dots, and a little extra time to do some math. Now, the math is not scary at all, I promise, but I'll get to that in a second. So you've probably seen border punches on scrapbook layouts, on cards, on all sorts of fun crafty projects, and they add a really great decorative edge. Nice finished edge, lots of fun designs. So the technique I have for you today kind of takes that a step further and starts out the exact same way as you'd punch a normal border punch. First, let me get to the math. Every border punch is different, so to create the paper ribbon, the technique we're talking about today, which looks like that, you'll need to figure out how wide your paper will need to be so that you end up with the same image on both sides of the strip. So for this particular punch, I have a Martha Stewart punch. I need a 2-inch strip of cardstock. You can also use pattern paper, anything you want. So I have a 2-inch strip, and like I did on this piece, I just punched one edge all the way down, just the way you do with a normal border punch. So this is the right side of my paper. This is the side you'll see when I adhere it to the project I'm working on. Here's the trick with making your paper ribbon. You're going to flip it over so that the wrong side is up, and then you're going to punch it exactly the same way you did the first side. So I'll go ahead and do that, and you'll see how super easy this is. Now don't worry about getting it lined up perfectly. If you miss a spot in the middle, you can always go back and punch it again. And there you have it, a beautiful paper ribbon. Now just to warn you, the first couple times you do this, it's not going to turn out pretty. The first 2 times I did it, I was like, really? That's what it's supposed to look like? So just take an extra few minutes, grab some scratch paper, and really practice lining up your image on the punch, flipping it over, and doing the mirror image, because it's totally worth it in the end. So after you create all these gorgeous paper ribbons, then what do? You could put them on a card, you could put them on a layout as an embellishment, or you could use them to decorate a cute little gift box or a present for somebody. So these little boxes I made using the Martha Stewart scoreboard, and all I did for this one was I needed 3 strips of my paper ribbon. So the first one I just glued all the way across the side, the top, and the other side to create that nice little edge. And then to create the loops on the top, I needed 3 4-inch strips. So here is where the gluing comes in. So I use glue dots, which are fabulous and they hold it really well. And I glued my 2 ends together to create a loop, and then I just glue dotted that right onto the top. And I did the same thing for the other side. Now to do the loop in the middle, I just created a circle using another 4-inch strip, glue dotted that together, and then popped it right between those other 2 loops. Now with these you could add 2 more loops to have 5. You could add border strips to the side to add a little extra look, kind of like this box is. Lots of options with that. Now maybe the math isn't your thing, or you don't want to have to flip the paper over. You need something quick and easy to add a little extra to your present. So we also have really great border punches that make chains, like this one here from EK Success. All I need to do is border punch it like I would any other border punch, and it comes out with this great chain, the oval chain image. So super easy, you can do that pattern paper and cardstock. And that's how I decorated this little box here. I put a strip on the sides and on the top, on both sides there, and then created more loops. So super easy way to add a little extra. We've got lots of great border punches available in stores and on the Annex, so your paper ribbon options are endless.